Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are unpacking a political drama that has set Johannesburg abuzz. We're talking about the removal of Kenny Kunene from his position as Johannesburg's member of the Mayoral Committee for Transport and the massive political ripples it has created. So, sit back, because this story is loaded with tension, intrigue, and a dash of drama that could rival any reality show. Earlier this week, Executive Mayor Kobelo Komanda announced that Kenny Kunene would no longer serve as MMC for Transport. The official reason? Administrative restructuring. But in the world of South African politics, when someone as senior as Kunene gets removed under such a vague explanation, it usually signals deeper tensions. And in Johannesburg's current coalition environment, those tensions can have serious consequences. Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi wasted no time raising the alarm. He stressed that Kunene's removal is more than just a personnel change, it could destabilize the entire coalition. Lesufi warned that the decision has created cracks that go beyond personalities, posing a threat to the broader coalition and ultimately the stability of Johannesburg's municipal governance. To understand why this is such a big deal, let's set the stage. Johannesburg has been governed under a coalition since the 2021 local government elections. The city's leadership is a patchwork of parties, including the African National Congress, ANC, Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, and the Patriotic Alliance. These parties have cobbled together agreements to share power, but the arrangement has always been delicate. Each portfolio, each MMC position, carries weight, and reshuffles can upset the fragile balance that keeps the coalition together. Kenny Kunene, a senior figure in the Patriotic Alliance, has been a prominent and sometimes controversial political figure in Johannesburg. His portfolio, transport, is vital in a city where millions of residents rely on taxis, buses, and trains. Disruptions in this department have immediate consequences for commuters and everyday life. Lesufi highlighted that poor handling of the situation could undermine public confidence in the city's ability to deliver essential services. The Patriotic Alliance has expressed its dissatisfaction openly. Party leader Gayton McKenzie described Kunene's removal as a betrayal of coalition agreements and suggested that the PA might reconsider its role in the city's governance if the matter is not resolved promptly. This is significant because any challenge to coalition unity in Johannesburg could exacerbate existing instability. Political analysts point out that this episode is symptomatic of the inherent weaknesses of coalition governance in South Africa. Professor Stephen Friedman explained that reshuffles like this one often trigger walkouts or threats of withdrawal, particularly in metros like Johannesburg that already have a history of revolving leadership. The city has experienced a series of mayors and MMCs coming and going, and each change can disrupt municipal operations, from transport to infrastructure maintenance. Lesufi confirmed that he plans to meet with coalition leaders in the coming days to mediate tensions. His message is clear: stability must come first. Johannesburg residents cannot be left to suffer while political leaders engage in power struggles behind closed doors. With potholes, unreliable public transport, and failing infrastructure already affecting daily life, political instability only adds fuel to the fire. Let's not forget the bigger picture. Johannesburg is South Africa's economic hub, contributing significantly to the country's GDP. Any disruption in governance, particularly in critical sectors like transport, can have knock-on effects on businesses, workers, and the city's overall economy. The stakes are high. And here's where things get a little spicy. McKenzie's warning that the PA might review its participation in the coalition adds drama to an already tense political scenario. Think of it like a chess game where each party carefully calculates its next move. A misstep could trigger resignations, walkouts, or even a collapse of the coalition. And for residents who rely on consistent municipal services, this is far from just political theater, it has real consequences. Behind the scenes, negotiations are likely intense. Coalition leaders must balance competing agendas, political egos, and public expectations. Lesufi's intervention is crucial, but even his influence has limits in a city where coalition agreements are constantly tested. Meanwhile, residents are left watching, hoping that leadership changes don't bring the city to a standstill once again. Adding a touch of humor to the mix, Johannesburg's political scene sometimes feels like a reality TV show. Each reshuffle is a new episode, surprise exits, dramatic announcements, and coalition drama. And the stakes? Just the smooth running of South Africa's largest city. One wrong move, and the storyline gets messy fast. So, what's next? The coming days will reveal whether the coalition can hold together or if cracks widen further. Lesufi and other leaders will need to mediate carefully, the PA will weigh its options, and the city's residents will hope that essential services remain uninterrupted. Transport, infrastructure, and public confidence are all on the line, making this much more than a simple reshuffle. For viewers, the takeaway is this: Kenny Kunene's removal is a window into the complexities of coalition governance in Johannesburg. It highlights the challenges of balancing political power, party agendas, and the needs of residents in a city that is both the economic engine and a microcosm of South African politics. Every move in this political chess game affects real people's lives, and the drama is far from over. If you found this breakdown insightful and want to stay updated on Johannesburg's political developments, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Do you think the coalition can survive this shake-up, or are we heading for more instability? We want to hear your opinions. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.